Yo guys, what's going on? Happy Friday, everybody. Another episode of Cozy Retro Corner coming at you tonight. For tonight's topic, I'm going to talk about games that absolutely infuriated me, which there's definitely plenty of those, so I had to narrow it down to just a couple few that really stick out in my mind that pissed me off. Also, side note, I've been getting really into these spicy ramen challenges lately.
You guys, look at these horrible spicy noodles.
I ate one tonight that was ridiculously hot. They were black noodles, ghost pepper. I forget the name of it, but I have this one up next. I don't know if anybody's ever had this, but if you have, let me know in the comments. Is it that serious? I don't know. It looks pretty serious. Another thing. So, I don't really drink soda, but if something new comes out, I get curious about it and I want to try it no matter what it is. So, I heard that Sierra Mist was discontinued.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
And instead now, they have Starry. To be honest with you, I feel like Sprite all the way. This is bland. There's almost no flavor in this. It's just sugar water. So, yep, that's it. Well, without any further ado, dive right in. Alright guys, hope everybody's having a great Friday night so far. Thank you very much for tuning in. So as I was saying earlier, the topic of this video is going to be games that really infuriated me, and they're going to have to fit at least 2 of the 3 criteria listed above. They made me rage quit. They, instead of giving me an enjoyable gaming experience, gave me an awful gaming experience, or they were so bad that they made me actually want to sell them and just never play them or look at them again. And all of these meet at least 2 of those criteria. So, without any further ado, let's get right into it. The first one is a Sega Dreamcast title, which I'm sure you guys have heard of. Sorry about the glare. Nightmare Creatures 2. This game is just straight booty cheeks. I'm really fighting this glare right now. Like I said, I'm going to get better at doing this over time. Today's not that day, I guess. So anyways, this game, it looks really cool. It pulls you in because, awesome soundtrack by Rob Zombie. Okay, yeah, that sounds cool, right? No, because this game is so dark that it's unplayable. You can't see a god darn thing in this game. Nothing. And that's why it's infuriating. I mean, the pictures on the back, they don't look dark, right? You can see what you're doing. Dude, in the game, you can't see 2 feet in front of your face. I don't know what you can turn the brightness up all you want to. It is not going to help. It just makes it look even worse. It's so muddy. So, Konami, you really dropped the ball on this one, gotta tell you. And I've heard that the first one's not quite as bad. So, this is one I keep in the collection just because it's interesting and it looks kind of cool on the shelf. But, it sucks. Now for a little gameplay footage. Enjoy.
I had stayed too long in my cell, my lair, tormented by inner demons. but I could lament no longer.
Boy, I bet that gameplay footage of Nightmare Creatures 2 made you want to just get right up off the couch right now and go straight to your local video game store and buy it. Am I right? That's what I thought. Also, guys, I'm sorry I'm coughing and my voice is so nasally. It's not usually like this. Last Thursday, my throat started to really hurt, so I went to the doctor. It turns out I have strep throat, and now the strep's gone. My throat is fine, but it's turned into like this serious sinus infection. So, fun stuff, fun stuff. That's what happens when you have a 2-year-old daughter and she's going to daycare. They will just bring everything home with them. So, next game on the list might be a little controversial, honestly, because I know there's a lot of people that are going to say, well, wait a minute, this game is so much fun in the arcade. Yeah, it is. It's a great time in the arcade. Area 51 on the PlayStation 1. Now, let me tell you something. Yes, this game is great in the arcade, but the arcade had a lot of power behind it. An arcade cabinet, you know, those motherboards or boards, whatever you want to call it, they have some juice. So they can play this game and run it at a steady, you know, frame rate. This, on the PS1, though, let me tell you something. This is not a good time. Awful. You can't do a single thing without the frame rate dropping so incredibly. It's unbelievable to me. You'll be shooting, and God forbid you throw a grenade. You throw a grenade, everything moves like this. It makes it unplayable. It's just... And I didn't know that when I bought it. I was pumped because I love this game in the arcade. I mean, look, #1 arcade hit. Yeah, that statement's true. This game's amazing in the arcade. So, of course, I was pumped to be able to play it at home. Don't even try it. Midway, you dropped the ball on this one, unfortunately. Now let's roll some of that beautiful game footage.
Level 7, contamination in admin building.
How about that bad boy? She runs smooth as butter, right?
Darling, look what I've brought back.
I can't believe it's not butter.
It's the premier spread flavored with real sweet cream.
Mm-hmm. Next up. You might know this movie, and it's a great movie. I mean, it's got Sylvester Stallone in it.
When the 15th round, you're coming out.
And Cliff Hanging. Cliffhanger on the Sega CD. Let's take a little look. It's missing the foam insert, which is fine, because if this game gets shattered into a million pieces, I really am not going to be that upset. Actually, I lie, I'd be upset. So, Cliffhanger on the Sega CD. This actually was also on the Super Nintendo. And I don't know if it was on Sega Genesis. Might have been. I'm not sure. Let me know down in the comments, guys. This game is fun, right? You're on a snowy mountain. You're kicking ass. You're taking names. You're beating bad guys up. You're shooting Uzis. Jumping over huge gaps. And then all of a sudden, you get to this level where you're on a snowboard. And you're snowboarding down this narrow path with logs and stones and weird rocky crags. And it's damn near impossible. You will not beat this. You won't. And if you beat this, you've dedicated far too much time to beating the snowboard level in Cliffhanger. I get to this level, and it's infuriating. it always ends up in one of two things. Either I'm turning the game off, putting the disc away, and shoving this back into the collection, or I'm just going to go online, find the code, skip the level. That's really your best bet. Not that the ending of this game is that riveting. It's that like weird full motion video that Sega CD did. And this game doesn't do it that great. So it really annoys me. Anyways, let's check it out. So what did you think? Did that footage make you want to run out and get that game? Well, that's on you then. Tried to warn you. Last, but certainly not least, this game comes from the actual abysses of hell.
Let him go! Perhaps a titty twister will loosen your lips.
Oh, hey, I'm getting turned on.
Okay!
And it is created by a company that is known for making phenomenal video games. It is with great regret that I bring to you The Adventures of Bayou Billy on the NES. This little plastic demon seed is notorious. It's notorious for being bad. The thing about this game is, it's almost addicting because it is kind of fun. The problem is, it's damn near impossible. The hit detection is unreal. It's almost not even there at all. You can be punching directly at somebody, and it's just not even hitting them. The worst part of it, honestly, is that the second you get a hit on someone, they hit you back immediately. And they'll just keep on blasting you. You got your typical enemies, you know, your little goobers that come at you and just ping, 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 ping. And you got your big muscle men with rocks and they throw them at you. But then there's some weird ones like scuba divers that look terrifying as all hell. And they have these little pistols. It's such a weird, alligators too, that'll bite your Johnson right off if you get too close to them. But for that, actually, there is a little trick. You stay on the outside of the pond or whatever body of water it is, and you just throw kick after kick after kick. When it comes close to you, you're going to have to be patient, but it's the only way to defeat them, I swear. So this game, you're going to die, and you're going to die a lot. And the interesting thing about it is there's a couple different stages. So there's the side-scrolling beat-em-up that's very similar to Double Dragon, but impossible. There is a light gun shooting section, and if you have a Nintendo Zapper, you can use that, and it would probably be a lot easier than just using the sticks. But you're shooting helicopters, bad guys, you're in the jungle, and that's not too bad. It's not impossible. Then there's the driving section, which is impossible. So your side-scrolling and your driving is impossible. You will not beat this game, and you might, but again, you've spent far too much time on it if you beat this game. So, now let's peep it. all, guys, this brings this one to a close. I hope you enjoyed the video and stay tuned for more content. Like I said before, I'm still new at this, and I'm really trying to get better. I've been doing some research and everything. I want to bring good quality content because, you know, doing this kind of makes me happy. I love retro video games, even though I talk some smack on these ones tonight. I still love it. It's my passion. It's my hobby. It's something I love to do. So if I can entertain you guys, that's going to bring me great joy. Please like and subscribe if you want to. If you're not a huge fan, you don't have to. But anyways, I hope you guys are in a chill mood as I am. And have a great weekend. Thank you guys. Have a great night.